Well, hello there. So I'm starting off this look with the Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX11, and I'm going to carve out my brows with that concealer, and I'm also going to bring it down and rub a little bit all over my eyes to use as an eyeshadow base. Then I'm going to use the e.l.f. High Definition Powder and gently press like a light layer over my eyes to kind of set the concealer in place. And then for the star of the show, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh, I'm so excited. And if you are from Trinidad and you want to know where you can get this palette because it's restocking tomorrow, in addition to the Morphe website, stay tuned to the end of the video or check the description box and I'll leave some details there. So first I'm using the shade N-Light under the brow bone, and this was a lot more shimmery than I expected, but it was still manageable, and I haven't used like an actual shimmer under my brow in like a while, so it was like a pleasant change. Then I'm using Buttercup, which I think is like one of my favorite shades in this entire palette. It's like a mustard yellow, and I'm putting that in the crease with a Coastal Scents fluffy blending brush. And I really love this eyeshadow. Like, putting this, you don't really see the shade any and everywhere in every palette, so it was brilliant on Jaclyn's part to do this, and I really enjoyed it. And then you'll see I took a few seconds and make sure to blend that in with the underbrow color. Then I'm using the shade, I'm pretty sure this is the shade Roxanne, like I'm not actually looking at the shade list at the moment, I'm just calling it from memory, and I'm putting that on the inner and outer third of my eye, and also kind of creating that sort of edge with the shadow, because I kind of like my eyeshadows to be like that rather than blown out. And with this particular shade, it took some work to blend. It wasn't impossible. It's so pigmented, but it's also so pressed so well that you don't get fallout, but it takes you, a little bit of effort to blend it in, which is no problem at all. So you'd see me with this Sigma blending brush, and it's my first ever Sigma blending brush. We're in the big leagues now. I paid $5 for it. They had like this sort of bundle where you could try a few of their products. Anyway, I'm super impressed. So I'm really taking my time and blending that into Buttercup. I'm pretty sure the yellow shade is Buttercup. So yeah, you'd see me like, I'm not sure where to put my hand. I'm just making sure that it's well blended, but it blended out with no problem at all. It just took some elbow grease, not too much. Then I'm using, I believe this is the shade Sissy, and it's a gorgeous sort of rose gold, like a pink gold shift. It's so metallic. It doesn't look as metallic in the pan as it does when you like use a finger or a brush to swatch it. And I'm going back in with a little bit of Roxanne to blend those edges together. And then I'm using the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Liquid Booster Pen as my liquid liner, and I'm not actually going to bring this right into my eye. Like, that's just the way I felt like doing it that Saturday. I just let my wrist do what it wanted, and that's what it did. And I'm filling that in, and then in the next shot, I think after I've finished filling it in, you'll see me using an angled brush with just a teensy bit of concealer to perfect my wing. So I'm using it on the inner part of the wing just to get it perfect the way I want it to be. And then I actually took the same brush and put some of Roxanne back on the brush and pressed it right back into that spot where the concealer would have taken away the eyeshadow. And then I'm going right up against the eyeliner on the outer part to make sure that edge is sharp and make sure they're even. And then I'm taking like this sponge with a really harsh edge. You could use a brush or anything just to blend out that concealer directly up against the eyeliner. And then I use the Balm Mad Lash Mascara. I put some Enlight in the inner corner of my eyes, and then I'm using Roxanne and Buttercup again on the lower lash line, kind of pressing Roxanne into the lashes and then blending that out with Buttercup. Then for lips, I'm using the ColourPop BFF3 lip liner, which is like my favorite brown lip liner of all time. I wish ColourPop liners were cheaper or would go on sale more often because they're nice and I want to buy a lot, but $5 a pop adds up, okay? They're like, oh, it's only $5 for ColourPop, but that shit adds up, excuse my language. And then I'm gonna use this shade, which I do not know the name of, from the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip kit, but a dupe for it if you do want to go and buy this whole kit but you're looking for a color like this is, I believe, Wet n Wild Bare It All from their Mega Last lip collection. So I'm using the lip brush that comes with the kit. I'm fixing my afro and then I'm posing for you all. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.